what I'm going to try to do each class or each week that we have these lessons is I'm going to try to include a rule of golf at the end of each video so that over time we start to build our knowledge of the rules of the game. And that's really important. And I'll kind of explain why. So what we're talking about today is rule number 1. It's a good place to start, right? We're talking about the game, player conduct, and the rules. So rule number 1 introduces central principles of the game for the player. You have to play the course as you find it and play the ball as it lies. Now, this is actually a really important rule because I guarantee that if you guys go out with some buddies, or if you play with your dad and his friends, or maybe your mom and your dad and then another one of their friends, I'm not saying your mom and dad would ever cheat at golf, but it is very common to see an average, weekend golfer finding their ball. Oh, it's in the rough. Okay. And then walking up with their club and pushing it onto a nice lie. It can make a shot that is very, very difficult into one that is no different than if you were sitting in the fairway. And that is against the spirit of the game. Now, I'm not saying that, those are bad people for doing that or anything like that, because, you interact and you play golf the way that you enjoy it. However, we want all of our first tee kids to follow the rules of the game. And that means that you have to deal with those adverse situations. You have to deal with those tough shots. And that's what makes a true first tee participant. That's what makes a real golfer, is a person that can take a bad break, like their ball rolling into a divot that's in the fairway already, hitting a great shot, even in a situation where it's really tough to. That's what makes great golfers. You see it all the time on TV in PGA tournaments. You'll be watching Tiger hit his drive right down the middle of the fairway. That's great. That's awesome. When he gets up there, it's in somebody's sand wedge divot that's about this long and that thick, and his ball's sitting right in the end of it. And, just an awful break for such a good drive that he hit. But that happens in golf. And I am so surprised, but it seems like 9 times out of 10 when that happens, the pro, doubles down. They realize how difficult the shot can be, and they execute, and they hit a fantastic shot, and they put their ball on the green from that really bad lie. And that in and of itself is so, so rewarding that it makes playing the ball down, part of the golf experience. For somebody like me, I will never roll my ball up because I've hit those random really good shots from really bad lies, and it feels great. Okay. Now, to be fair, I played golf last weekend and I was in a really tough lie and I hit myself in the face. So I have also hit bad shots from those lies, but the good far outweighs the bad in my opinion. I might even link that video for you guys in the classroom so that you can experience that. It was pretty great. I got it recorded. Next thing, we have to play by the rules and play in the spirit of the game. So we kind of talked about, playing the ball as you find it, playing the course as you find it. We have to the best of our abilities, play by the rules of golf. And so one of the challenges of that is knowing the rules. And that's why we're kind of doing this by reading them out and talking about them. Okay? The last thing, guys, that I want to talk about. You are responsible for applying your own penalties if you breach a rule, so that you cannot gain any potential advantage over your opponent in match play or other players in stroke play. So this is what we talk about in golf when we say you are your own referee. You are the person responsible for knowing the rules, like we said in the last section, but also knowing how to apply a penalty in the event that there is one. Okay? So that was brief, little 5-minute rule talk. We're going to keep doing these every week. We'll get into some more advanced ones, and I might even have to recreate some water hazards in my living room on the carpet, but we'll figure it out. And, hopefully you guys have a better understanding of the rules because of it.